I wanted to execute my program. How to open that?
Command prompt. So
Anaconda, we need to type it, huh? Okay. Anaconda, I typed it. After that,
Python.
Python, huh? Okay. Okay, let me zoom it out. Okay. What did we discuss yesterday? List data type, right? Okay. Come and tell me what are all the properties of the list data type? Lists are mutable or immutable?
Mutable object.
Mutable object, right? Okay, that means we can edit the elements in the same address. We can edit the object within the same address. Okay. So list allow duplicate values or not?
Yes.
Yes, list allow duplicate values. Definitely. Okay. And coming to the next one, what are all the functions we discussed in list? Those are enough actually. Okay. And I forwarded the document also for that. You guys can practice from that directly. Okay. Yeah, that is enough. That is more than enough. In the same document, I have given interview question and as well as the multiple choice questions also for revision purpose. Okay. Please utilize that document. Okay. Now coming to the second one, that is tuple. Okay. Some people call it as a tuple. Some people call it as a tuple. You can call it in any way, no problem. Okay. So what exactly mean by this tuple? This one also actually stores the heterogeneous data. Okay, multiple items. That means heterogeneous data, either of same data type or different data type in a single variable. Even list elements also, are we storing in a single element or not? Single variable or not? Yes. L1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are giving right. So all those items we are storing in a single variable. Here also, tuple also, we are going to store it in a single variable. Okay. So how to define the tuple here? Generally, how do we define the list in square brackets, right? The tuple you have to define in a normal brackets. Okay. Parenthesis, I can say. Okay. Some people call it as a round brackets. You call it in any way, no problem. Okay. So tuple is a collection of collection which is ordered. Order is preserved here. What does it mean? What does it mean? In whichever the way you insert the data in the tuple, the same order you are going to see in the output once you print it. Okay. And is unchangeable. This is very, very, very important property. So we are going to use this concept or property of the tuple in Hadoop, especially in Spark. Okay, I'll show you, I'll tell you at the time of architecture definition, how it is going to useful for us. Okay. So let me try to define a tuple here. Come on, tell me, help me here. Tuple T1 equal to, within parenthesis, we need to define that one, right? Okay. So within parenthesis, I can define like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So will it allow only the homogeneous elements or heterogeneous elements? Heterogeneous elements, right? Okay, first I am trying to give the homogeneous elements here. Now how to print it, whether it is a tuple or not? How to confirm that?
T1.
Print of T1 comma type of
T1.
Type of T1 I told you already. Okay, comma.
ID,
Let's say I want
ID
you to
of
print the
T1.
ID also. ID means address you'll get, right? Okay, let me try to type it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a class tuple and the address is this one. So that means it is allowing homogeneous elements. Now, let me try to take heterogeneous example also here. So let's say, so T2 equal to, let me take here 1. So I'll take here within single quotes, Raja. Okay. And here I'll take here. So within single quotes, I'll simply take USA and 4. That's it. So 1 is number data type. Raja is a string data type. USA also string data type. Instead of 4, what I'll take? Sorry, USA is okay. Instead of 4, what I will take is, I'll take true. True is a Boolean data type, right? That means it's a collection of different data types or not? Yes, okay. Let me try to define this one and try to print the T2 right here. So T2 we need to take here T2 and type of T2. Okay, and ID of T2. That's it. See, is a tuple class. And address is this one. So that means the conclusion is tuple is allowing us to store heterogeneous elements. That is the first point. Okay. So is it allowing duplicates or not? Let me try to confirm that one here. Okay. So in the T1 itself, I'll try to mention here 5, 4. 5, 4. So 4 is repeated twice here. So let me try to define this one. Yes, it is allowing. Now, if you try to print that one, what is happening? See, it is happening. And that too, it is ordered, right? Why I'm saying it is ordered? Whatever the way you are inserting the data in the tuple, the same way you're getting the output, right? Yes. So this is, we call it as order preservation. So whatever the elements are there while inserting in the tuple, I mean in the same order you're getting the output as well here. So order is preserved. In the list also order is preserved or not? Lists are ordered or not? List is also ordered. Okay. So tuple is also ordered. Okay. Tuple is also allowing duplicates. Tuple is also allowing duplicates. Okay. Now come and tell me what are all the common properties of tuple and list?
Both
Common
are ordered.
properties.
Both
Both allows
Both are ordered.
heterogeneous elements. That is the first point. Second point.
ordered
Both are
list.
ordered.
Allows
Both
duplicates.
are ordered.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely correct. Next.
Allow duplicates.
Allows
Allow to
duplicate.
both allows duplicates actually. Yes. So these are all the common properties. Okay. What about the different properties? Where you can see the difference between list and tuple. Okay.
Mutable.
So in list
Braces.
actually, sorry.
The ID we can see the change.
No. This is different. This is okay. You meant to say this is altogether I created new object right here. That is the reason why ID is different here.
Mutable
Altogether I
and
create a
immutable.
new tuple here.
Okay.
Okay, that is the reason why address is different here. That's okay, no problem. Okay, now next. So how do you update the elements in the list? Lists are mutable, right? Lists are actually mutable. That means you can change the values or items in a list. But what about the list? Can we change it or not? Okay, how to update the list elements? How to update it?
Yes.
How did we update here yesterday? L1 of,
Yes.
let's
L.
say if you want to update first element. So 0,
Position.
L1 of 0 equal to assignment operation I told you right yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you can take any element here. Let's say I'll take here Siva. Okay, so this is the list updation command. What about the tuple? Tuple also you can update in the same way. Okay, so T1 of, we'll try to update in the same way. Whether it is allowing or not, we'll try to understand here. Okay, so initially tuple equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. So T1 of 0 equal to, so in the first element, I wanted to change it to Siva only. Okay, whether it is allowing or not, I'll try to check it here. Okay, so let me write that one here. T1 of always index you need to represent with the square brackets. Okay, we need to give here 0 equal to within single quotes. I'll just mention here S capital Siva. See what is happening? Tuple object does not support item assignment. What does it mean?
Unchangeable.
So tuple is immutable object. You cannot modify the elements inside the tuple. That is the main difference between list and tuple. Now you understood the common properties and you understood the different property difference between tuple and list. Okay. Since we cannot able to modify the elements in the tuple, now can we use yesterday some function, some methods we have discussed, right? What are all the methods we have discussed to add the elements in a list?
Append.
Append is there, insert is
Insert
there.
is
For removing the elements, remove
remove.
is there. For deleting the elements, delete
Delete.
is there. Okay, so can we use all those functions here?
Oppose.
Can we use all those functions?
No.
Not
No.
applicable, right? Since you cannot able to modify, can we remove the elements from the tuple?
No.
No.
Once it is created, that's it. That is immutable. You cannot modify it. You can delete it actually. You can delete it, no problem, but you cannot modify the elements within the tuple. That's what I meant to say here. Okay, let me try to give you some more points here. Just a second. Okay, so tuple items are ordered. I've discussed already. Unchangeable, that means immutable. And they allow duplicate values. So tuple items are indexed. Okay, so how do we access the elements from the tuple? So how did we access the elements from the tuple? Sorry, list yesterday? Yesterday, how did we access the elements? L1 of 0, L1 of 1, L1 of 1 colon 3, like that we accessed or not. In the same way, tuple elements also we can access here. That means we can able to read the data from the tuple, no problem. No issue with that. No issue with that. Okay. So T1 of 0, what you are able to see here? 1. So 1 is there or not here? Yes. So let's say T1 of 5 I am taking here. Same thing I am taking here. T1 of 5. T1 of 5 is fifth element. Fifth element is 0, 1. Fifth element is 4.
Last one.
Last one, right? Answer is, yeah, last one, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 you're getting answer. Last element. Or minus 1 also you can take it. Negative index is also allowed here. Okay, let's say if you want to get the multiple elements, let's say 2, 3 I want. Now how do you access it?
Slicing. Slicing.
T1 of
T1 of
T1 of
1
1 colon.
Colon.
1 colon. What we need to give here?
2.
3. 3. Always you
3.
need to take n minus 1. N minus 1. 1 colon 3 means what you are going to get? 2 comma 3. This is what you need to understand. So that means accessing the elements from the tuple is also same as list only. You can access in a positive direction. You can access with the positive indexes or negative indexes also. Anything is okay. So let me try to tell you here. The negative indexes also here. Negative indexes are, you can take here minus 1 happily. What you are going to get? 4. That means last 4. So you can take here minus 3 also, no problem. You will get the answer. You will get the value here. That is also 4. That means this 4. Okay, in a positive direction or in a negative direction, in any direction, you can access the elements. Okay, and it allows duplicates. Yes, we discussed already that. Okay, so different ways of defining the tuple. Different ways. I told you already, right? So it allows homogeneous elements. It allows heterogeneous elements as well. Okay, and it allows duplicate values as well. We have seen that one also. Now, how do you define? How do you define empty tuple? How do you define empty tuple? So we have defined the tuple with some elements here, some items here. Now I wanted to define some empty tuple actually. How do we define the empty list? Empty list. L1 equal to
L1 equal to
square
square
brackets,
brackets.
square brackets, right? Now what is this? Empty list. Same way, tuple T1 equal to, since we are
Parenthesis.
defining tuple with the
Parenthesis.
parenthesis here, so we can take in the same way. I wanted to know whether it is a tuple or not, whether it is created a tuple or not. Okay, backend. So for that one, we have to write command like this. Again, print command, you need to write it. See, empty tuple. So it is a tuple actually, but with no elements. With no elements. With no elements. How do we know the length of this tuple? How do we know length of tuple? How did we find yesterday length of list?
Length function.
Length function, right? len of T1 we need to take here. So what you are going to get? 0. len of T2. So sometime back we defined T2 tuple, right? 4 elements are there. So len is a generic function. It's a generic function. You can use this function on top of the collections or data types, any of the data type. Okay, so in this way we can define empty tuple. Next, you can define the tuple in other way also. Let's say T2 equal to I can take directly 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma. So within single quotes I'm taking Shiva. So let's say I'm taking here the country name is India. That's it. You can define like this also. See here, I wanted to know whether it is really created tuple object in the backend or not. How do you know that one? Print command again. Print command. So, but you need to take here T2 and type of T2 and ID of T2. See here, what you're getting? See, this is a tuple object. You can define the tuple in this way also. List you cannot define like this. List you have to define in a square brackets only. List tuple you can define in this way also without brackets. That is what I mentioned here. This is a special case. Okay, come on, moving on. How do we define the single value tuple? Let's say I have only one value. I wanted to define a tuple with that. How do we define that? Let's say a equal to 10 I'm taking. With this, I wanted to create a tuple. Okay, generally, how do you define the tuple? How do we define the tuple? How do we create a tuple? Let's say T3 equal to, so you can take directly tuple of A, I can take it. See, what I wanted to say here is, whatever the variables you are setting here, right? So sequence you can define, that sequence you can convert into tuple format easily. So if I define like this, T3 equal to tuple of A, you will not get the output. I mean, you see it is throwing error. It is throwing error. You cannot create a tuple with a single element directly. Okay. You cannot even define like this also. See, this notation is very important, guys, because we are going to use the same notation in PySpark. Especially in DSL commands, we are going to use this type of commands. Tuples. The most useful data type in PySpark is tuple only. Because
Quick
of the
question,
immutable
Shiva.
behavior. Sorry? Yeah.
Sorry, quick question. What's the type of A right now? You assign 10 to A.
Type of A is integer.
Okay, it's not tuple.
It's not tuple, yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll show you different use cases here. See, sometimes what happen, single value tuple you can define like this way, but you cannot define even in this way also. You cannot define in this way also. The only way that we have is this one. You have to define like this. Okay. So that means what I am trying. Sorry, what happened here? Just a second. Control Z. Yeah. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to convert this into list format. List I'm trying to convert into tuple. This A is nothing but what 10 here. 10 I'm converting into list. That list I'm converting into tuple here. So type conversion I'm doing here from list to tuple. In this way you can do it. Okay, let me try to define like this here. One second, just a second. Yeah. See here. Enter. Yeah, see, it got defined here. Now, if you want to know the data type of this one, So print T3, T3 and type of T3 and ID of T3 here. Just take it. See, 10 class tuple. Single value tuples, single values always. If at all, if you want to delete the single value in a tuple, you have to use this particular notation. Or we have some other approach also here. Without using tuple conversion function here, we can also define like this. Let's say T4 equal to, within brackets, you can define within parentheses, you can define directly A. A is nothing but A is a variable here. So don't think that this is a string. Okay. If you try to define like this, what happened? It is defining. But what is the data type of this one? If you try to take the data type of this one, what do you think here? What is the data type of this? What is the data type of this?
I think
Guys, guess it.
single question.
Tuple.
Tuple, huh?
Yeah, we have
Everyone is
given-
okay with that? I mean, tuple, everyone is expecting the same tuple?
Yeah, sure, tuple.
I think
Tuple only, right? Because I'm using the parenthesis here, round brackets here. So because of that, it is actually creating a tuple. That's what your statement, right? Everyone agree with
So
that?
it's
But
accepting one
it's not like
value.
that. But it's not
It's
like
not
that.
accepting.
It's not like that. Even if you define float also, it will show float only here. Even if you define boolean also, it will take boolean only here. It will not define a tuple like this. So if you have this kind of requirement, what you have to do is you have to put comma here. This is the way of representing a single value tuple. Okay. If you execute this one, and if I try to take print type of 4 here, now what it is giving? This one. This is most important notation of the tuple. If at all, if you want to define any single value as a tuple element, then you have to take comma. That value, comma, comma. That's it. A is a variable. A I defined here. A is a 10. If you want to take as a value, what you have to take is, let's say 20 comma. That's it. Yes, you can define like that. Type of T4 is tuple here. So value is 20. Single value tuple you have to define like this only. Multiple values anyway you are going to define in a normal way only, just like your list. Okay, I will not repeat this one again in the DSL commands. There you have to understand it. Okay, this is another way to, I mean, single value tuple creation. Okay. So since you cannot change the order, since you cannot modify the elements, can we use all those functions like add function? What are all the functions we have used yesterday in list? All those functions you are not supposed to use it. Let's say I wanted to sort the elements inside the tuple actually. How do we do that? Is there any way to sort the elements in a tuple? Can we change the order of the elements? Can we modify the elements? Can we change the order of the elements first of all?
No,
No,
we cannot
no.
change.
No, you cannot change it, right?
Immutable.
Okay, so I'll try to define one tuple here. So T1 equal to within within brackets actually, what I'm trying to define is 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 5 comma 3 comma 25. Okay, that's okay, no problem. So 5 comma 6 I'm taking. I'm trying to define tuple like this. It's a tuple. I wanted to sort. Let's say yesterday, what was the method I've used to sort the data?
T1 dot sort.
T1 dot L1 dot sort, right? Yesterday I've used. Now today I will try to use here T1 dot sort function. So in descending order means what we have to take inside the brackets?
Reverse equal to
Sorry, reverse equal to
True.
true. We need to take. So by default, what order it is going to take?
False. It's a It's ascending
Reverse equal
order.
to false it will take, and what order it is going to consider here?
Ascending
Ascending order or
ascending
descending
order.
order?
Ascending order.
Ascending order.
Ascending order is
order.
default.
Ascending order. Okay. If I try to do this one, what happens? You see, tuple object has no attribute sort. If you want to sort the elements inside the tuple, what you need to do is, first you need to convert this into list, apply sort on top of the list, and convert it back to the tuple. That is possible. That is one of the alternative way to sort the data. Can we do that? Can we try that? Can we try that? Okay. Now, how do you convert the tuple into list?
List of T1.
How do you convert the tuple into list? L1 equal to
List
list
of L1,
list of directly we can take T1.
T1.
Okay. So if you take like this, what happens? I'll take here print of L1 comma. So type of
L1.
L1. Sorry, L1, right? Yeah, L1. So what it is going to take? It has converted into list format. Now, on top of list, can we use sort function? Sort function? Yes.
Yes.
So L1 dot, do we need to assign it to any other variable here? No, not required. So directly object will get modified, right? That is what we understood right yesterday. L1 dot sort of L1 dot sort of sort, that's it. Then what will happen?
Ascending order.
Ascending order. Now again, so print of type of, what happened here? It has sorted in a ascending order. It has ordered in a, it has arranged in a ascending order. Now after that, I wanted to convert it back to the tuple. Now how do you convert that? How do you convert that?
Tuple of
So
T1.
now T1 equal to
List in
T1
place of
equal
tuple.
to. So we need to use what function here?
List in place of tuple.
Tuple of what? L1. So what happened? Oh, L1 I assigned, my bad, my bad.
Tuple
Okay,
of L1.
anyway, you understood
T1.
right here. So what I need to do is here. So print of L1 of type of 1. See, it has converted into tuple format and it has sorted the data. So if you want to sort the data within tuple, directly it is not possible. But indirectly, you have to convert the tuple into list format and convert it back to the tuple. That is one way. Another way is directly you can use. See, this sort is a method or a function. I told you already.
Method.
Method, right? Okay. Now we have some generic functions are available in Python. That generic function is sorted. Sorted. Okay. So this is function, not a method. Not a method. We cannot use this function on top of object actually. We will use that tuple or object as a argument to this function. That's it. Okay. Now, how to use this particular function? That is what I'm going to discuss now. That is what I'm going to discuss. Okay. Now, but the disadvantage or the output of the sorted function is list actually. Okay. Let me try to define a tuple here. So T1 equal to within parenthesis, I'll try to define here 1, 4, 6, 7, 3. I'm taking like this. Tuple T1 is defined here. Now, what I wanted to do is, I wanted to take here, let's say T2 equal to sorted of. Okay, what I will do is T1 I will take. Let me execute this one. Okay, I wanted to know what is the data type of T2. How do you know that one? Print of type is I have to take here T2. Okay, and I wanted to print here T2 here. Okay, just try to type it. See, what is the output of the sorted function? List. Okay, but I want in a tuple format. What you need to do? What is that function we have to convert list into tuple?
Tuple of T2.
Tuple only, right? So can we use the tuple outside of the sorted? So that T2 will be, T2 object is nothing but a backend, it is going to create a tuple object. Can I use that?
Yeah.
Can I use that? Yes, definitely. See, what I'm trying to say is, here, I'll simply use tuple of. That's it. Sorted of T1. Sorted of T1, anyway, it is going to generate list object in the backend. That list object, again, I'm converting back to the tuple and I'm assigning it to another variable here. Now, let me execute this one. Yes. And if I try to check here, print of type of this one, class tuple. Okay. So this is one of the function, generic function is available in the Python to sort the data. We are going to use this one also. This function also in PySpark. What are all the functions mainly we are going to use in Spark? All those functions I'm trying to discuss here. Single value tuple also we are going to use definitely. Sorted also we are going to use definitely. Okay. Next. So indexing and slicing, I already told you, right? Indexing is nothing but accessing a single value. Single value. So tuple of, just a second, yes, just a second. Yeah, sorry guys. Tuple indexing is same as your list only. So tuple of 0 means 0 you'll get. Tuple of 1 means 1 you're going to get. So this one we already discussed, right? So I'm moving on. Negative indexing also same thing. I've already discussed. Item assignment is not supported here. So this one also I've discussed already because of the immutable behavior. You cannot update the elements. Okay, next. Can we define a list inside the tuple? Can we define list inside the tuple? Come on, help me here. Can we define list inside the tuple?
Yeah, we can define, but it's
Yes.
Can we define? Yes, we can define. How do we define that one? Come on, help me.
tuple T1 equal to
T1 equal to
okay.
brackets. I'm just opening here. 1,
Yeah,
comma, 2, comma, 3. Again, within
square brackets,
square brackets, you can take here.
square
Oh,
brackets,
sorry. One second.
square
Just a second.
brackets.
Just a second.
7, 8, 9, 10,
So 7, comma, 8, comma,
9.
3. Okay. Can we define like this?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, we can define like this. Okay. Execute this one. And type also you try to. Where is the T1? Okay. Let me try to modify this. T1 and type of T1 also I'll try to take here. and T4 equal to, in place of, yeah, see, this is a tuple. So this one we call it as a nested tuple. Tuple inside the list. Okay, so you can define tuple inside the tuple inside the list also. Sorry. List inside the tuple. Tuple inside the tuple is also possible. List inside the tuple is also possible. Okay, now how do you access this one? This list? How do you access this list? Come on, help me.
T1 dot, T1
T1 dot,
dot.
T1 dot or T1 brackets, square brackets. Now, what is the position of this element? 0, 1,
It's
2, 3.
2, 3, 4. So 3, 3, 3.
0, 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Position 3 we need to take, right? See, this
3.
is the list actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here, can we modify the elements inside this list? Can we modify the elements inside this list? Let's say in place of this 7, let's say I wanted to modify it to 10. Can we do that?
Maybe yes.
Maybe
Yeah.
yes. No.
No.
No,
It is part
maybe you,
of
No.
the
you can change the list 1, 2, 3.
no,
You can
list
change the list to
is
1,
list
2,
is list is
okay,
underlying
so
property of
completely
tuple.
783 I wanted to replace it actually. 783 I wanted to replace it with 1, 2, 3. Can we do that? Okay, first of all, I'll try to do that one here. T1 of 3 equal to list I wanted to change it completely. 1, 2, 3. I wanted to change it actually. Is it possible first of all?
No.
What it is saying?
Tuple object does not support
Item
items.
assignment is not possible. This is what we understood right already.
Yes.
Yes. Now I wanted to make this 7 to 10. Is it possible or not? How do
No.
we access this particular element? Two-dimensional way? Come on, tell me.
T1 of
So
3,
T1 3, yeah, and 0.
T1 of 3. Again, you have to
0.
open the brackets here. What is the
0.
position of this one?
0.
0, right? So can I take 0
Yeah, 0.
here? What it is
Yeah.
displaying? 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I wanted to modify this value to 10.
Not possible.
Not
I
possible, huh?
think it's not possible.
Not possible.
Because it is inherited the property of the tuple, right?
Okay. I just assigned the value to 10 here. That is means it is allowing here. Now, if I check here, 10 is updated here.
Okay. Based on index, we can update.
We can update the list actually. We cannot
Okay,
update the value of
of
the
the
tuple.
tuple. Yeah, tuple. Yeah. The
So you
total
can
list is
update the
taking as the
value
value of the
inside the
tuple.
list right here. That is what we have seen yesterday, right? So this is one of the possible use case, guys. Are you getting? Others understood? Entire item you cannot
Yes.
replace. Entire item you cannot assign here. But inside this list, you can modify. Let's say 8 I wanted to replace with 12. Can I do that one? How do you access 8 here? T1 of 3. 1 equal to, let's say 10 I wanted to make it 11. Sorry, 8 I wanted to make it 11. That's okay. See, item assignment is possible here. So let me try to type it here. See, 8 got modified to 11 here. See, this is actually taking the list properties. If you take at the overall item level, this is a tuple item. You cannot replace the entire item here, but you can change the properties inside the list. List properties are still applicable to this item here. This one also you need to understand. Okay. So tuple inside the tuple is also possible, guys. You can define that one. How do we define that? Come on, help me. So instead of the 783, I can define directly like this. Oh, sorry. Bracket open and close. Can I define like this? Yes. This is also a tuple, but it is a nested tuple actually. Tuple. Can we define the list inside the list? Can we define list inside the list?
Yes.
Yes, we can define. List tuple inside the tuple.
Yes.
Tuple list inside the tuple.
Yes, sir.
Tuple inside the list.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. All possible combinations are we can define here. List inside the tuple, tuple inside the list, and everything, every combination is possible here. Okay. Tuple inside tuple is possible. List inside the list is possible. List inside tuple is possible. Tuple inside the list is also possible. All four combinations are possible here. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Okay. And moving on. So since tuples are immutable here, we don't have any special methods here to do something here. Except this indexing and slicing here, we don't have any other methods here. We don't have any predefined methods except count and index. So if you want to know the count of the tuple, so even in the list also, yesterday I forgot to mention that count here. So let's say I'm defining here L1 equal to, inside the list I can mention here 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so I'm trying to define like this. Oh, sorry, what happened here? Oh, 2 times 4 came up and 2 commas came here. Sorry. I can define like this. I can define like this. So what I can do is L1 dot, this I'm talking about the list guys here. L1 dot, I wanted to know how many times 4 is repeated here. So L1 dot count of inside the count I have to take 4. What does it mean, you know? How many times 4 is repeated inside the object? That is what we'll come to know here. Let me execute this one here. See here 2 times. It's the same count method is applicable to tuple as well. This is applicable for list and as well as tuple as well. So let me try to take in the same way, instead of L1, I'll try to take here T1. So now count also, instead of L1, I'll simply take here T1. Now, are you getting the output or not? Check. Yes. So count method except count and index, no other methods are available. No other methods are available. Okay, that means what I am trying to say is you can read the data from the tuple. That's it. Tuple is just a read-only object. That's it. Simple way to remember tuple is tuple is just a read-only object.
Above both, you are referring list only, sir.
Sorry.
L1 and T1. L1 and T1 both are list only, right?
No. This
So
is
L1
the
is
tuple, right? Oh, sorry, sir. My bad. 1 second. My bad. Sorry. Thanks for that. Okay, we need to use here this one. Okay. Okay. And on top of that one, T1 dot counter. See, 2 you're getting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So similar to your list object, right? Here also we have, if you use star, right? So elements will be repeated here. So if at all, if you want to concatenate 2 tuples, right? We have to use concatenation symbol here. That is plus operator we have to use. And if you want to know, whether 2 is there inside this tuple, how do you do that one? Yesterday, how did we do that? 2 in T1. Did we use the same concept for list as well or not? Yes. So 2 in, we call it as a membership operator, right? I told you, right? 2 is a member of T1 or not? Yes, true. If at all, if you want to find out the elements inside the tuple, this is the membership operator you have to use. Not in also we can use. So if we use instead of in, not in, if I try to use here, what will happen? False.
False.
2 not in T1. 2 is not there in the in the tuple. As it is there, so it is returning false. Opposite condition also we can take here. Opposite membership operator also we can take it here. In, not in. Okay. So if you have two tuples, let's say T1 I have already defined, right? T2 equal to, let's say, okay, brackets are different right here. Okay. So 1 comma 8 comma 9. This is second tuple. If you want to concatenate two tuples, T1 plus T2. So what you are getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 is there in the first tuple and 1, 8, 9 is there in the second tuple. So I'm able to concatenate them. Okay. So that is one thing. And if at all, if you want to find out the length, right? So ln of length of T1. Okay, and the iteration. Yesterday, how did we access the elements? How did we iterate the elements in the list? How did we iterate the elements in the list? For I in L1 colon I have taken. Hit enter and give two spaces. Print of what did I take here? I. Okay, so if I take like this, it was actually accessing the elements from the list. Now, what about the tuple? What about the tuple? Same concept. For I is a variable, guys. In place of, it's not, there is no rule that you have to take only I. You can take any variable name here. If you want, you can take your name also here. It is just a variable. Okay, for I in. Generally, in the C language, we use I, right? I, J, K, right? We are habituated to that one. That is the reason I'm taking I here. Okay, for I in, what is that we need to take? What is that we need to take? Tuple, right? So T1 I'm taking here. T1. For loop, definitely you have to take indentation symbol. That is colon. So hit enter. Give two spaces so that it will come into for loop. Okay. This print is a part of for loop actually. It's not an independent statement. It's a part of for loop. So I'm giving here indentation. The space we call it as the indentation here. So we have to follow indentation in Python or even PySpark as well. Okay. So print of what we need to take here. I we need to take. So what you're going to get here. See 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 5. Output you're getting. In this way you can access the elements in a tuple. Okay. Getting? Is it clear, guys? No response.
Yes, Shiva. Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
Clear.
So, and the length you already know. Okay, if you want to know what is the maximum value inside the tuple, how do we know that? Max of T1 we have to take here. So T1, 5, item 5. Okay, so this is the max one. Similarly, you can find out the min also. So min is 1. Yes. So those are all predefined functions actually. Okay, and come and tell me, this is very important entry question, guys, here. What is the difference between list and tuple? Come on, whatever the answer you know, you tell me.
List is the mutable object.
What about tuple?
Tuple is immutable object.
Immutable object. That is correct. That is the first point I discussed here. So lists are mutable, tuples are immutable. Mutable means what?
We can't
Can
change.
allow the modification.
You can
Unchangeable.
modify the object within the same address, right?
Yes.
Okay. So immutable means you cannot modify. Next, what is the other difference? List we can define within square brackets. Tuple we can define in parentheses. Okay, that is the other difference. Next difference. You know already. Next difference.
Can be updatable and the tuple cannot be updatable.
Okay.
Order changing
And
to
That is mutable and immutable, right? Okay.
yes, correct.
So one more thing is lists are slightly less memory efficient. Why? Why? And tuples are more memory efficient. Why? Since we cannot able to modify them, the index is not fixed right here. Index may change right here. Index may change or not. If you
Yeah.
try to insert some data inside the list, actually, index will change or not.
Yes.
Indexes are not fixed or not here. But in the tuple, since we cannot able to modify the tuple here, the indexes are fixed or not.
Yes.
Because of that reason, because of that mutability and immutability behavior, lists are more memory, less memory efficient. Tuples are more memory efficient. Okay, that is one difference. And one more difference is the use cases. Where you wanted to modify, you know that you're going to modify that one, then you are going to, then in that cases, you go ahead and use list. If you are confirmed that you're not modifying that object, then you go ahead and use the tuple. The example for this one is shopping cart. We may add the items to the shopping cart right every time. But here in the tuple actually, we cannot able to modify the values. Example for this one is coordinates. Okay, so that is about tuple. So we have discussed all the possible, the combinations, all the possible points in tuple. Okay, in the next class, I am going to start the set, which is also important one. Okay, so once we complete the set data type, right, we have to discuss the dictionary as well. Set I can close in one class, dictionary I can close in one class. Maybe this week we'll try to close these data types. Okay, and after that we need to discuss the functions as well, which are most important for PySpark. Okay, yeah, that's all for today. PPT I will not share, guys. I am sharing the document. Yesterday I've shared the document for the list, right? Similarly, I'll try to share the document for the tuple. Same thing is there. Same thing is there in the document. In the document, actually, you have more information than PPT. PPT is just for my reference only. Just for my reference, not to share with you. Okay.